Hey, greencardEZ viewers. My name is Gaurav Musle. I'm the founder of greencardEZ. And today we're here with you to share a success story of Aishwarya. She is joined by her father, Venkat. And we want to we want to hear what she has to tell us, what her story is, what her experience is. And we wanted to bring this to you. So let's begin by Aishwarya, could you please introduce yourself and give us a little bit of a little bit of your background?
So, hi, my name is Aishwarya. I'm from Chennai. I have been accepted into Rutgers University of New Jersey for pursuing my doctoral program in biomedical sciences. My background is basically life science background. So I have completed my master's in genetic engineering and bachelor's from biotechnology. And I'm currently working as a junior scientific officer at a startup company called Genora here in Chennai.
Thanks, Aishwarya. And then Venkat, we would love to hear from you as well. Could you please introduce yourself and share a little bit?
Yeah, my name is Venkata Subramanian. We are in Chennai, and I'm working in a IT organization. I'm working as an associate vice president in that organization, taking care of ERP and business intelligence.
Thank you, Venkat and Aishwarya, for sharing your backgrounds. So let's jump straight into sharing your story. So to begin with, as a family, you guys made a decision to avail our services. Specifically, you met with us, Aishwarya, for the visa consultation service, and then followed by the mock F1 visa interview. So my first question is, what were you looking for? What inspired you, or what was your problem, or what was your thought process when you decided to research into these services?
Okay, thing is, we face difficulties with booking visa slots. So that was a main concern we face. That was a main concern for us. We need to get the slots before we run out of the slots. So we kept trying for a while, and then it was inaccessible due to some repeated trials. We weren't sure that there would be further slots opening, so we were very unsure about the plans ahead. And that's when my dad found about your YouTube channel greencardEZ, and you had released a video about the F1 slot booking at that point of time. So it was really helpful for us. The content was very authentic. It was very, very genuine, and we really understood the logic behind what's happening. So that made us choose your team.
Thanks. And the same question to you, Venkat, as well. As a parent of a student, what was your thinking or rationale?
As you stated it well, the internet sometimes misleads you also, with negative information. And, there are a lot of, YouTube sites say that, booking a slot is an Himalayan task. But I also believe the same thing. But what has really happened after seeing your video? Your video was throwing a lot of positive aspects. You said we missed the first slot. Actually, we could not book in the first slot. The her account went through a 72-hour ban because of multiple retries, and the culprit was me. So, the account was locked out. And I was desperate. She didn't take it very seriously, but I was quite serious because I don't want to really be a hurdle to her aspirations. So I was continuously looking at why is this so complex? Why did the embassy have a very complex system like that? Then I looked at your video, but your video said there is a second lot which is going to come up in June. So I was waiting for it, and we grabbed it. So that's the background. And this is just about the slot booking, but I was also following your other videos in terms of how to approach the visa interview. You're always stressing upon a point: be transparent, be truthful, and be honest. I think I liked it. I liked it because irrespective of whether your answer is going to be, positive or not, you stress the point that be honest, be honest. So I like that approach, about greencardEZ.
Thanks for sharing that. That is something that we advocate just overall as a general policy, and especially that is what the visa consulate officers want to hear. That's what your admission counselors want to hear. They just want to know the authentic self. So we appreciate you sharing that a little bit of background with us. So my next question here is, there may have come a time when you were thinking, do I need these services, right? Because we obviously pass on a lot of information through our videos. At the end of the day, we want to make all the information accessible to all our users. Because people come from different backgrounds, people have different financial constraints, and we believe that by sharing information is how we're empowering everyone. That is our philosophy. The services that we offer are obviously add-ons. They do help immensely. We've had a tremendously high success rate, but we don't want to hold any information back. So as you saw our videos, Venkat, as you mentioned, you saw videos, and Aishwarya, as you said, you started with visa slots, but then you graduated onto seeing some of the other videos. There must have come a point where you must have considered, oh, should I sign up for the strategic consulting session? Should I sign up for the mock visa interview? So starting with Aishwarya, could you walk us through what your thought process was, what your mindset was, what drew you to the decision path?
I had actually availed services from consultants here in Chennai. So initially, I was very hesitant on availing your services. I told my dad that I think it's a waste of money again to avail these kind of services. But even here, I didn't get any kind of genuine help. So that was the reason I was very hesitant. But then after looking at your videos, like you had constant updates, like from time to time you were releasing videos and there were updates. So based on that, even I started, liking your videos, and I thought you were genuine people and you were going to help me. So, and I also had this thing that I was constantly, in the middle if I should take this or not. So that actually moved me to, pick or avail the services. I wasn't sure if I'm making the right decision. So I thought I'll just give it. It was also affordable for us. So I thought, okay, we have already paid some consultants here. Anyway, it didn't work out. We'll also give this a try. But I have to tell that it really worked out for us. And I did get personal attention, especially from the F1 consultation session. It was really helpful. So I don't regret availing your services. It was very beneficial for me.
Thank you. Same question to you, Venkat. What was the mindset? What prompted you?
I have gone through your blogs also, apart from the YouTube channel. I've gone through your blogs. I shared, whenever I see an interesting video or a quote in your blog, I used to immediately share the same to Aishwarya via WhatsApp. I don't really see a cost factor in this particular thing, because the same services, whether it is offered locally within India or in the US, I know the kind of charges people. I don't want to really quote the companies here, but the charges are heavy. I don't think your charges, even for an Indian, it is affordable, Gaurav. That's one point I have to definitely establish here. And I actually, even though I wanted Aishwarya to take, multiple sessions with you, in fact, she asked me, one of the questions was whether will Gaurav take the sessions with me or somebody else will take the session. I said, fine, they work as a team. I don't think there'll be an ambiguity in terms of any information. So whether it is from Gaurav or somebody else, I think the information should be good. So based on my confirmation, I in fact, to be very honest with you, I didn't give her an option to not to take your service. I wanted her to take the service, and it has resulted in good benefit for us.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Yes, that is one of the things we try to do. We try to make the services affordable, because our mission, our company's vision and goals is to help as many students as possible, and we certainly don't want money to be an impediment into someone availing the services. So thank you for sharing that the cost was encouraging, if you will. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but at least it was approachable. So we really appreciate it, and thank you for the support and the faith you put in our team members.
Yeah, one point I have to say here is, see, I really appreciated your, your narrative session, where the mock session is only incident. Because what is very important for a student is how do they narrate to a visa officer. Where the first, I was initially, I wrote to your channel also about which one should I take, and people have very clearly identified or stated what's the difference between the two. But I was very conscious that a narrative session will do benefit for Aishwarya.
Awesome. So that is a great segue into the next question, right? So Aishwarya, you availed our F1 Visa consultation session, which we offer to help someone come up with their own answers, right? So we help come up with a narrative. And then the other one is the one that you availed is the F1 mock visa interview. So could you talk a little bit about each of those, starting with the consultation session, what your experience was there, and then the same thing about the mock visa interview session as well.
Okay. So in the F1 consultation session, I was asked about to describe my background. So based on that, I was told how to narrate build my own story. So there were constant suggestions from the team. So I kept those suggestions in my mind, and I was given 2 days gap in between the F1 consultation session and the mock session. So I went back and then revisited those suggestions and framed my own answers. I think approaching the visa interview with personalized answers is the key to ace the interview. And so the F1 consultation session really helped me with that. So I had my own personalized answers for all possible questions. And then moving on to the mock session, it was like a rapid fire round. I was confidently giving out the answers. So the base for that kind of result is because of the F1 consultation session. So it really had an impact on the mock session. So yeah, again, it was like a rapid fire round, and I gave the answers. So at the end of the session, the team gave me some inputs. So they also suggested few places where I could work on more. And I also was given some time to clarify my doubts. So that was about the mock session.
Thank you. Same question to you as well, Venkat. Based on Aishwarya's experience, I'm sure like once the sessions were over, as a father who's very much invested in his daughter's success and future, what were some of your takeaways based on her description of the experience? And feel free to share at your family level if you sort of sat down with the family to listen, or whatever happened in your household. So from your perspective, which is a lot of our clients as parents will be interested in knowing how their kids are doing, or how the folks that they're sponsoring are doing. So we want to hear your perspective as how you saw Aishwarya's progress and her experience.
Okay, there are two important things about the visa interview. One is, you keep telling that, one has to prove that he or she is a genuine student, point number one. Point number that after that, your intent to come back to India, that because you provided with a non-immigration visa, and you should not show your intent. See, this is an universal concept. But what happens, when people go to a visa interview, they don't even make a homework or a preparation at home as to how to approach the interview. On seeing the environment and seeing the visa officer, they say something and they get their visa rejected. So, your consultation services, your mock sessions are definitely going to impart practice on every student, so that when they do a mock session, they should not see you as a consultant. They should see you as a visa officer. So that way, a student's fear comes down when they actually meet a visa officer. But honestly, after hearing the feedback from Aishwarya after the visa interview, I don't think the visa officers are, like hard people. I mean, uh, uh, they have a very good approach to every student. So people, especially students, should not, think, in the negative side of it. Is my opinion, Gaurav.
Thank you
And
for
I would like to add something. So whatever you suggested from the F1 consultation session, it was like in my subconscious memory. So even if a student is nervous during the interview, the answer comes out honestly. So there is no need to worry that something might go out of hand. It is in your subconscious memory. Certain things you suggest during the sessions. So that also really helped.
Thanks for adding that supplemental answer as well, Aishwarya. And you're right, Venkat. It is, visa officers aren't these monsters who just want to are
Yeah,
sitting there with a rejection stamp, just hitting
absolutely.
reject, reject, reject. What they want to know is, are you passionate? When you go to the US, are you really wanting to do this? Right? Why would they issue a visa to someone who's not serious about their future? Or and how are they going to know whether someone is serious about their future? Is the story that students tell them. So you're absolutely right. Approaching them with a casual, like not super casual, they're not your friends, right? Like we've said this in our video as well. Think of them as an elder relative. You won't be super friendly with them like you would be with your best friend, but there is a level of comfort and there is a level of casual way where you approach them as another human being. So thanks for sharing that. And Aishwarya, thanks for sharing that the some of the pointers from the sessions were at the back of your mind. And you are right, there is nobody who's not going to be nervous at all. After all, it is an interview. It is a very important decision of your life. And as we all get nervous with important things, be it a visa interview, be it anything else, a big exam, or it can even be something that is important to us, right? It could be the first day of a new school, first day of college. So thanks for sharing that. So my next question, and I think we covered a little bit about what you found helpful in our services. So I want to sort of shift gears and talk to you and hear your thoughts on what our viewers would benefit, right? So we have a lot of our viewers come from everywhere around the world, but ultimately they're students. And then there are folks who are supporting these students, such as parents or grandparents and uncles and aunts and older brothers. So in that regard, Aishwarya, I would like to start with you, and the question will vary slightly here. So for you, Aishwarya, from a student's lens, someone who is wanting to go to the US, they are contemplating what tips and would you have? And it's not just related to our services. Yes, we want you to talk about our services and from that regard, but in general, any tips that would help them succeed as well?
Tips as in, I think they have to choose. They have to choose authentic content on the internet. Most of the content is going to give them fear. So that is the first tip I would give them. And secondly, with regard to university selection, SOP, LOR, and those kind of admission related process, it's better that if they are not sure of what they're doing, it's better to ask for consultants or advisors or from experts. So that will really matter. That will actually increase their profile, the value of the profile. So that is a second tip. There is one should not be ashamed or hesitant to ask for help. So if they want some help, it's better to ask for it. And then the third tip is they had to be well prepared for everything, and also to be honest. That is something that is a suggestion which greencardEZ team and also my seniors have also shared the same suggestion with me. One should be honest and one should not overdo, even during admission interview or during the visa interview. I think it's better to follow these things.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Venkat, a similar question for you, but from someone who's supporting the student, right? So just to recap, what tips do you have? What would you suggest for a parent or a brother or sister or grandparent who is wanting their student to succeed?
Okay. See, I have gone through your services in the website. Apart from the visa interview services, there are other services like assistance in SOP and other things. My request here is, you can widen your services in terms of some people really don't know which college to select. Say, for example, some colleges give GRE exemption while others don't. Some colleges have allow IELTS, where while others only have TOEFL. So, I mean, Aishwarya at least have these kind of knowledges. Somehow she has grabbed that. But there are other students which I know, they are not aware of this. They probably wanted complete help, I would say, total turnkey kind of a solution from a consultant, given my profile. This is what is my resume. I'm interested in doing so and so, master's or PhD. So, which one do you suggest? I mean, if you can, I'm not sure whether you have those services. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you could offer those services, it will be easy for parents like me to fill those gaps, because otherwise I ask Aishwarya sometimes, is there nobody to book slots for us? It looks like big task for me. So why should I ask it? I mean, like, so because I don't know that particular area, as simple as that, and she has given that assignment to me to book slots for her. So there are many such things like, which university to choose, why should we choose? Even, I mean, people don't know how to write their SOPs. I mean, this is my feedback. So if you could help them, not just review whatever they have done, if you could just help them in terms of developing those, it will be great, Gaurav.
Awesome. Thanks for those tips. And I'm going to ask, so first of all, let me share that. Thank you for those tips. Our philosophy is to empower folks. So we do share some of those things, but as a team, and this is a little sneak peek behind the curtains, but our team is gearing up as we speak to precisely offer the services. So we are in the process of deciding, or rather designing a more in-depth plan. We do offer a comprehensive 27-step process, but that is a self-help sort of process. And through talking to clients and such as yourself, we've realized that our students are looking for a little bit more help. So very soon, especially with the fall 2023 intake, we are going to update our content to dive a little bit deeper and then offer some additional one-on-one human personnel help, because as you said, a lot of content can be learned or can be absorbed through our website, but every now and then there's a need to talk to an expert in the field just to validate some of your finer points or perhaps get more help. So definitely that's coming. So there you have it for all our viewers. That's coming soon. Thank you, Venkat, for asking and offering that. The second thing, I do want to focus a little bit, the same tips as if someone is considering these services, right? What tips, or rather from a consultation point of view, or like as you were talking, Aishwarya, about preparing for her visa interview, right? Like what would you recommend to other parents? Like how would you recommend, if you were to talk to your friend, as an example, whose daughter or son was going to go to the US, what piece of advice would you give them regarding either availing our services or helping prepare for the visa interview better so that they can be successful?
Okay. Preparing for the visa interview, I feel before targeting the questions, we need to develop some kind of confidence for approaching that interview. So that is the main thing. So once you have mastered the art of confidence, then it's an easy task to answer the questions. So I would advise them to be confident and to be well prepared, and to attend a lot of mock sessions. That is going to boost the confidence, and you'll know where you're going wrong. And again, expert guidance is something which would be really helpful for them. So if an expert is going to analyze their answers and give them tips on where they could work on, then it will really create an impact. So if you're practicing by standing in front of the mirror and answering to you, then you will never know where you're going wrong. So you need to practice with someone needs to give mock sessions to you. So that is again very important. I think I have given so many mocks with the greencardEZ team and also with my friends, and that has really worked out for me. So those are some pieces of advice from me.
Thank you. Same for you, Venkat.
See, I would go one bit further to say that people mention something in the DS 160, and unknowingly they go to the consulate, talk to the visa officer, totally a different topic. And I have seen people, Aishwarya also knows, they get their visa rejected. So I mean, like, it was not an intention to cheat. However, the guy's visa was refused. See, people don't know how to write a content. I mean, whether it's DS 160 or something else, it could be a rejection right from beginning. A good SOP or a good LOI, LOR, sorry, good LOR, could mean a lot in the university. Okay, if I get my university admission, after that I come to the visa interview, I write something in the DS 160 and go talk something about something else which is outside of the DS 160. So my request to you is, when you are doing the mock session or something else, you can also go through what the person has written in the DS 160 and see if there is any discrepancy in that. You can guide.
Yeah, that's great input. Yes, and it's very important. It's a good reminder. We always say be authentic, right? So if you have a strong story, then that is the same story that is followed. But as you pointed out, Venkat, sometimes people may not remember what they've written. So we will definitely take that into consideration. I think those were the bulk of my questions, but I would be remiss if I didn't ask any closing final thoughts. Anything else that you would like to share with the viewers? Again, starting with you, Aishwarya. This is in general, open question for you to share your thoughts.
First of all, I would like to thank greencardEZ team. They have really boosted my confidence for approaching the interview. Before the 2 sessions, I have to say I didn't have any confidence at all. I was really scared. I thought I'm going to face a huge monster, like you said. So that was my mindset before the sessions. So after the sessions, when immediately after finishing the session, I went and told my dad that they're saying that I'm well prepared for the interview. And those kind of positive words, they really had an impact on me. So I feel I was prepared for the interview because you gave me that kind of coaching. So I have to thank you guys for that. And as a general advice, I'd like to say that the students need to be confident. They need to be calm, and visa officers are friendly. They can easily do it. I have the minute I saw so many students coming with green slips, it really boosted my confidence. I feel that they are approving visas of authentic students, genuine students who want to pursue their studies in the US. So you have to be your authentic self for your visa to get approved.
Thanks. On to you, Venkat.
Same, Gaurav. I think I've said everything. So, I mean, please improve your services. Please add, more services to your platter. I think that would be great.
Yeah, whatever you're doing now is really good. I would say it's A1. So if it's like a comprehensive package, like you said, then it's going to benefit a lot of students, because so many students here are like clueless on what to do right from the starting process. So most of them are not taking the step to go to US because of this, because they don't want to face these kind of issues. So that's why they are like stepping back. So if they have this confidence that someone is able to guide us, then they would definitely plan to move further for their higher studies.
So, well, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing that feedback, Aishwarya. We are so happy that our team was able to help you, and a very big, heartfelt congratulations on your visa. And only good things will follow in the future. We are very excited about your success. That is why we formed this company. We want to help students succeed. We want to assist folks to help achieve their dream, right? So we wish you the very best in your future and success. And Venkat, thank you for sharing all your thoughts as well. And Aishwarya and Venkat, thanks for meeting with us. Our viewers will certainly appreciate hearing directly from folks' success stories such as these. And we wanted to share this just so they hear unfiltered thoughts from folks who are going through this process or have recently gone through this process. Again, a very big thank you from all of us here at greencardEZ. And Aishwarya, you're registered on our website. You know how to reach us. We have our discussion boards. We hope to see you there as well, helping other students. And
Sure,
Venkat, thanks. And Venkat, again, thank you for being supportive and for the wonderful tips that you've shared with us.